as having 10 quarterback pressures this last game. Have you ever had that before in a game? And what's that like? And also, I wanted to know what it's like to get in a quarterback's face and hit a quarterback or sack him. What's that like?
Well, that's the first part of the question. Yes, I have, probably like in high school or something. I never really kept track of like pressure or something like that, more sacks. But it's definitely a good feeling. But like the work you put in the off season or practice every day is coming to light. But just having a chance to showcase my talents is really like the main thing for me.
And the other thing is I didn't cover you in high school, but your personality off the field compared to on it, does something, what kind of switch it? How would you describe yourself just like now off the field and when you get on it, what happens?
Most people tell me I always flip the switch. Off the field, I'm kind of like the quiet dude. I can crack some jokes here and there. But once I step my foot on that grass or the green, it's like a switch that flip. Switch that flips, and I feel like I'm a whole different person. I'm that dog that Coach Chris wanted me to be.
Okay, thank you.
Next, we'll go to Alex Dono. Alex?
Hey, Rueben, your older cousin Tolbert, who played at Miami in the 80s, told me he knew you were a Cane since birth. How influential was he in your life, driving you to Mark Richt football camps? What was he like for you growing up?
He was definitely very influential. Always had me in his van. We was coming down here, coming to camps, just chilling. Always was at the university, always. I remember my most vivid memory was coming down. I forgot who the D-line coach was at the time, but I was playing O-line and D-line in the camp. I was like maybe 7 years old, and he gave me a nickname, Mr. Football, because I was trying to be at the camp all day and run around and play. Then after that, he always had something Miami around me. I remember one time I was at the Ravens, he had bro Coach Rich out there, took a picture with him. And it was just a good vibe, a good feeling. Because now when I look back on it, it's something like almost foreshadowed.
Yeah, and now that you're here and, you just had your great season and just had the game that you had, does it feel a little bit surreal to be doing this at the University of Miami right now?
Definitely surreal, especially when I look back at it. It's like I'm living a dream, my childhood dream out, and I feel like that's the best thing I could do right now. Every time I think about it, I just put a smile on my face because that's all I wanted since I was 5.
Next, we'll go to Anthony Year from 305 Sports. Anthony?
What's up, Ruben? How you doing?
I'm good.
You mentioned your D-line coach at Central, Jamal Sheffield, being playing a big role in you growing in high school. Can you also mention, your coaches at Central and the culture that you guys instilled to help you, attack the field at a championship level?
The coach at Central is winning. It always has been, always will be. Just the attitude that he instilled in me is something that I try to carry on in everyday life, not even just football. I always want to win everything I do, and I feel like that's something I've been carrying on all my life, but it just boosted once I got to Central because that's all I did. I mean, last year I didn't lose at all, so having that mentality, I'm just bringing the hit of Miami now, and I'm trying to instill that in the locker room.
Yeah, and then also, can you go into detail with, just the love you've gotten from the South Florida community, what it was like for you, like, once you finished the game last week?
Well, I got a lot of love. I remember I went out, grabbed something to eat real quick after the game. I'm walking in, and everybody was saying, I could hear them saying, "Oh, that's Bain, that's Bain." I took a couple pictures and everything like that. And I feel like that was the main reason why I stayed home, for the love of my community and put the city back on the map type stuff. And just having the chance to feel the pride and the love from the community was something that I always dreamed of, and I'm finally getting it.
Appreciate you.
No problem.
Our next question comes from Adam Lichtenstein of the Sun Sentinel. Adam?
Hey, Ruben. Congrats on the couple ACC honors you got yesterday. Obviously, a lot of guys, they have to, grind and put in work for a couple of years before they start seeing the field a lot. You've obviously had a different path and have made an immediate impact. Just what's it like for you to be able to, to get on the field quickly and not just get on the field, but be playing so well so early in your career?
Well, it's amazing. I feel blessed right now. God has blessed me with some talents in my path, and I feel like That's something I could always appreciate him for. But also my teammates, they push me each and every day. They help me make the plays that I make, and we just play as one. We play as a team. All the stuff we do is as a collective, is as a family, as a brotherhood. And without that, we just feed off each other, and everybody eats.
Was there a moment for you, whether it was in spring camp, fall camp, earlier this year, where obviously I'm sure you were wondering, how am I going to handle playing at this level? Was there a moment where you knew, okay, I've got this, like I can definitely hold my own here?
Definitely the first play of my college career. I remember that like it was yesterday. It wasn't that long ago, but I definitely remember that. That gave me all the confidence that I needed. And no matter the outcome of that play, whether it was good or bad, I would have still had some confidence just playing with my style. But that definitely boosted my confidence to all time high.
Our next question comes from Marcus Benjamin at Keynes County. Marcus?
What's going on, Ruben?
What's up?
First, before I get to my questions, I wanted to ask, where did you go to eat after the game?
I went to Sonic's. It was right by the Hard Rock. I just stopped over with my parents, grabbed that, and yeah, I'm a big Sonic's guy.
All right, cool. And I also wanted to ask about the new scheme that Guidry installed for this game. You excelled in it, so did LT as well. Do you feel like it more suits you and maybe the team?
Definitely, because we play with an aggressive style, and everybody got that type of aggression in them. The whole team, really, offense and defense. But the focus on the defense, I feel like it definitely boosted the team. We got a little more freedom this week, and the coach is seeing that, and they let us just play to our abilities, and I thank them for that. I feel like everybody on the defense thanked them for that because we played our hearts out the whole game, and really was just feeding off each other, like I said before, and it just showed whatever Coach Gage could draw up is going to work because we all believe in him, we all trust in him.
Yeah, and to follow, Coach Guidry, I don't believe he recruited you to come to Miami, but obviously he, is your defensive coordinator. Can you just kind of talk a little bit about him and just the impact that he's made on you as a player?
A huge impact because even when we did lose, I was still moping around a little bit, but he came in with a high energy, was smiling, was on for the next week. He was ready to get on next week and play. And I feel like that boosted me a little bit because I was still moping on last week, even though I was saying to move on because I just ain't like losing. But it was good. You said football was going to happen. And we moved on from that. Now we winning now. And that's just something I always commend him for. First thing I did when I met him, when I first heard about him, when I met him, was greet myself and introduce myself. And he was a real high, energetic guy. I had a couple jokes, and I loved his energy the first time I met him.
We'll wrap up today with Susan Miller-Degnan of the Miami Herald. Susan?
Yeah, Ruben, a couple things. One, you talked about that you'll never forget the first play of your college career. Tell me about that play, and then I have one other question. Describe it.
I was containing outside on the rush, and I got past the tackle. Miami all game with a little bit of a power move, and almost got a sack, but my teammate Zafari, he got there before me. So, and that just gave me all the energy and all the confidence that I needed. I felt like I was strong enough to do anything.
And then the last thing is, what was it you're talking about? I know you like to contribute with your teammates. You're a team guy. The final overtime series, when Clemson had the ball and you guys finally stopped them, all of you seemed to contribute. What was that whole thing like, that whole final series when you finally won it?
It was amazing. I felt like I was a real true testament to our training, our workouts, our off season, our practice, just the foundation that Coach Cristobal has set in the trenches, the secondary, the linebackers. This is something that we prided ourselves on, and we felt like that fourth down stop really showed who Miami is now.
Thank you.
Awesome, Ruben. Thank you for your time today. We'll see you on Saturday.
But thank y'all.